Alrighty, so I think I'm all set to get this going, but this is, I guess, the first stream. I am Tony. This is just playing a little bit of Fights in Tight Spaces, maybe a run or two, just kind of getting things going on this whole little thing. I'll probably do a few long plays or things like that. Maybe something more along the lines of like old PlayStation games and such. Mainly as a means to just give myself something to do. This is my space. This is my junk behind me. Um, and yeah, it's not a whole lot, but it's enough. And I feel that that's enough. But you've heard enough from me, so let's get to this thing. So, as you may or may not know, Fights in Tight Spaces is a roguelite sort of deck building game that actively makes it so you are in a fight. You are having your own little movie fight scene in general across the whole kit and caboodle, the schmozzle. And sort of going with that. In general, I've either gone with balanced or slasher for the most part, so let's do a little bit something different. Let's play more defensive deck, and let's go with Counter Striker to see if this is worth playing at all. I've never played this deck before, so let's see. Because normally in the games that I've played so far, I have focused down on decks that have used a lot of combo and were based on a lot of movement. So I feel like if I focus on defense, that's going to let me focus down on keeping from being hit in the later parts of the thing. So here we go. Okay, so the way this works is you can always see what they're going to do, sort of like a, what's the thing? Into the Breach, where you can see their things that they're going to do in advance, and you can assign what you want to do in the meantime. So I'm going to have 10 damage potentially done to me, because this dude's going to do a push kick one way, this dude's going to do a push kick the other way. So I'm not even going to be able to counter because it's always going to knock me a space away. So this is an open door though, and that's going to make this a whole lot of fun because I can kick him out the door because this pushes. Or no, it doesn't push. Jump kick does not push. I can just generally push. So let's go with a nice little quick kick there. It knocks him against the wall, so it does extra damage. Hit this guy with a jump kick. And then get out of here. Just get gone. And then I still don't want to take damage, so I will shift over here. Okie doke. And now, extra damage for every incoming attacker. Might as well do a quick strike. Yeah, and I'll just make sure I have enough block to get through the general turn. They move accordingly. So I like that damage modifier, just to kind of keep her going. So I had that head smash move, but I can't use it because he wasn't near an obstacle. And that's sort of how this game works. So you need to like make a deck for the specific actions that you're doing. Then beat this guy with the jump kick. I get all that all that stuff. And then, as good fashion with the thing, is you can get the general fight scene as just a thing, as just a little scene that you can watch. And it always looks a little bit awkward because the movements are still stiff. It is still a game that is all tiles, but overall, I think it's pretty neat. And I'm going to go with another counter just to be able to get that going. And much like Slay the Spire or roguelike games like that, is you can see where you're going in advance. So if I go to the kitchen, I can either go to the gym or the medical facility. Or if I go to the tattoo parlor, then I can only go to the gym. Gym lets you upgrade cards. Medical is more for healing. So yeah, let's go to the kitchen. May as well. Let's have a little fun with this. Okay, so we're going to get some people trying to shoot me. But it's only going to do 10 damage, and I have more than enough block for that. So, yeah, I'm going to double counter, and then snap strike, and that will let me counter this guy and basically almost take him down all in one go. So we'll quick strike him to take him out. Step over that way. And that's all we can do this turn. So I'm going to need to use the jump kick to close the distance. And now I can use the head smash. Ah. This guy's really like hiding behind this counter. I can't really do anything with. There we go. So if I go here, that's potentially taking 20 damage, and I can tank 20 damage. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I have more than enough momentum to do all of these things. And just go block bullets. Slip over that way. Don't have a long counter again, so I just need to be able to block it. Thank you. Thank you for getting that close to me. So yeah, defense deck is working alright so far. I have nothing really to complain about with it too much. But as you see, this one's going to look a little bit more awkward because there's a lot of maneuvering in this one. And I do like front kick. Front kick gives me some movement and more pushing. And I like kind of focusing down on that. So now what I did not know in previous runs on this game is that when you upgrade a card, it's kind of focused. It counts as like upgrading all your cards, so the cost on all the cards goes up. So you can't do a Slay the Spire thing and just go like, hey, I'm just going to upgrade all my cards and call it good. So you kind of need to choose your battles. In this case, I'm going to choose to have a big, heavy jump kick. And might as well get a free step out of it, because when you upgrade the step card, you don't really move any farther. It just doesn't cost you any actions. But I think that's to incentivize you removing cards more, because then you can feasibly get like an upgraded counter card as a reward, and then get rid of an old counter card to keep your deck light. Okay, so 22 damage. I cannot tank all 22 damage. But I can tank 12 damage. So, I'll Snap Strike you, get rid of some of your block, push you out of the way. It's probably not an optimal move. But so I think once again, yeah, 20 damage. And this time I can tank 20 damage. And Quick Kick will unfortunately push one of them. So I want this guy to do 12 damage to this guy too. So yeah, let's stick with it. Lots of countering. So you can get the use of some things, so yeah, let's use that front kick just to push him back. Now time for that big heavy jump kick. Take this guy out almost. And then knock him out with Quick Strike. See, sometimes I know what I'm doing in this game. This guy with the gun is just kind of hanging back there. He's like, I'm not dealing with this. You have 38 health. But let's kick you kind of into the line of fire here. I kind of feel like gun should like get through block, but I understand that it's probably not the best. So he's already going to do some damage, and it's going to be 22 damage that I would need to tank, which I cannot do. But I can also move back. So what we'll do is we'll do a little Quick Strike. That puts him down to that. Snap Strike. And yeah, then we'll step back because he's going to do us a favor. There we go. I don't have the momentum to tank all that damage. Oh, but I already have 8, so why am I bothering about it? And that combo counters go to a lot. 21 damage. A big hefty punch. And there we go. So I'm kind of liking this deck. Like, this is a pretty solid deck. It's already upgraded Heavy Strike. Let's get the upgraded Quick Kick, and that will let us just get rid of the Quick Kick that we already have. Granted, I don't have the money to do it. I shouldn't have gone to the gym, but sometimes we make mistakes. Yeah, this will already move me out of the way of that guy. And he's going to do 10 damage. Can I tank 10 damage? Not really. So, we'll just head smash him. And then we'll slip to the side. What I'm doing is I'm making sure to take out this pistol guy because these two are attacking on a line. This guy was attacking this way. But by closing in the distance, I will be able to get my counters off. And they attack each other anyway, which I didn't know was going to happen, but I should have said that was intentional. But you don't come here for me to act like all high and mighty about myself. So he's just doing 2-punch. Yeah, I don't have a movement after that is the problem. Also, this is just me. I don't like finishing enemies off with a push, because it always looks kind of weird. But that's me wanting to be thematic sometimes. Give me an enhancement. Woo! This might be the run. That's another one that always looks odd, is separate. It's gonna do 7 damage, so it's not good for me to be here. So just take a step back. Ah, shit. Oh, but this blocks for 8, so what am I worried about? And they're going to do 14 damage total. Just spend it all. Spend it all on a counter-heavy thing. Go do 12 damage. I block. So. I know sometimes it's worth taking damage, but I don't know. I like taking as little damage as possible in roguelites. Damage. Once again, I do not have... The story of this game is not having quite enough block to actually be comfortable. Let's get a look at this replay. Let's see that in instant replay and see how it turned out. If it actually looks like a fight scene, other than the... And it looks a little awkward, but it's not too terrible. So here's the weird thing. Option play always seems like a good card to me, because you can either use it for movement or for damage. But I never have gotten good use from it. But I still use it because it's versatile. And I'm taking it again because it's versatile. And now I can actually remove that quick kick card that I do not want, because I already have this upgraded one. So get out of there. See, the upgrade's not even that good. It's like, here's some extra damage, I guess. Like, I don't know. I just don't know. 19 blocks a lot. Yeah, in a counter deck, I guess I should upgrade my counter cards. And kind of do that thing. let's upgrade that signature counter card. Alrighty. Separate would be useful if they weren't a space away. Okay. Yeah, either way, this is going to be 24 damage that I would need to utilize the option play to move away from. I mean, this is why we have that heavy damage jump kick. So we can move, kick, do the stupid separation move, and end turn that way. Call it good. I really have no other options. There we go. Now I have some options. So he's doing 16 damage, and he's not pushing. But I do not... Oh, I do have the block to tank 16. Boop. Boop. Does he move forward? Or does he just strike? Doesn't say if he advances. Let's see. That's another thing I like to do, is always take out minions. It's less to deal with. As he calls in more minions. Yeah, and you're still only doing 16 damage, so... might as well put up that block and move towards you. Like, come on. Just try to hit me. And take a bunch of damage for it. It's cool that way. Good night. Ooh, that's very good. Yeah, I need things that will have me draw cards then. Because we have block, now we just need to utilize the deck. There's a big door here. I think I gotta use this door. Granted, it's not fully open, but... so you're the only one. You're doing 10 damage. I have 0 block. What are you doing? You're doing 10 damage. But I still have 0 block. Nothing keeps me from not having 0 block, so... So that was a suboptimal move. I shouldn't have kicked too early. Sometimes you just gotta deal with it, you know? Now I have all my block, so... That's 11, 21... I have that big heavy jump kick. And I do like using that big heavy jump kick. And now is no different. When life gives you a big heavy jump kick, you need to use that big heavy jump kick. Let's do the push first because it looks dumb. See, I'm kind of liking this defense deck. Ah, fuck. So that was my mistake, because I didn't realize the dude had a knife. Or I didn't pay attention. And so he stabbed me, which goes through block. So that was my bad. So this is not really useful. Because my goal is to maintain block and get in close and do multiple counters. So Hidden Blade seems like the more apt approach. And I've only taken 10 damage. So I think I can get through without having to go to medical so far. Going to do 10 damage, but this is actually going to be useful because what we can do is we can move out of the way so you guys shoot each other with shotguns. I'm not pushed or anything, so I can option play as the attack and then counter with Hidden Blade to not only do the counter but also the bleed. Bam. Those guys just shoot each other because they're dumb. Okay, so you're just going to succumb to the bleed damage on your own. There's no point in keeping on attacking you. And that would move me back, and I can only tank 8 damage. And I also can't move here because it would push me out the door and kind of ruin things that way. I also wish it showed you like how the priority worked. Oh, they do. Okay, so I will move towards this guy because he's going to go last, so this way I'm not taking double damage. So step, Quick strike. Combo counter, which is not really going to do anything anyway. Smash his head into the thing. And do the little jazz hands. Oh. I didn't realize I had that low health. Well, you know what they say. When life gives you a big, hefty jump kick, you need to use your big, hefty jump kick. So let's just create some separation. Use a big, hefty jump kick. Yeah, you back away. So I don't want to use push, because push will put him out of range of the long counter. Just blocking shotgun shots like it's no big deal. So now he's against a wall, at least. So yeah, let's close the distance. It's not going to do anything, because he's just going to shoot me that way. And jazz hands. Why do you do this to me, game? Why do you give me my big hefty jump kick and it's actually... yeah. Let's choose to take him out. The jump kick hasn't really been a finisher. It's been kind of a weird thing where we never use the jump kick as a finisher. And he gets close anyway. Close enough to punch. So it all works out in the end. Another jump kick. A puncture. And I think I'm going to skip this one. Because this one really doesn't really add anything that we don't already have. Actually, I should see if there's... not really. Okay, cool. Yeah, enemies are starting to be able to have more damage than we have block. So we should upgrade our block. And after all, that's what this deck is made of. It's made up of block cards. Chef. You do not want to be there, bud. Bye. So that's only 18 damage. Always be doing damage. I could use separate right now. Yeah, it doesn't push or anything, so... Ah, that healing. Okay, and you have a knife. Let's remember the fact that you have a knife now. Okay. He's going to try to do 18 damage. And I'm going to give it to him. Because he's not attacking two spaces ahead of him. Punch. Punch. Push him into a corner and repeatedly punch him in the face. It's a better puncture. Rising Knee I've never really gotten too much use out of. Like, it's very good when you need to move into a tile that your opponent was just in, or is actively in. So, I mean, we have the Bleed from the Hidden Blade, so let's grab a Puncture. What's this event? Yeah, going by the book. Riskier play to not risk anything. Okay, we have a Knife Dude. Knife Dude about to be shot with a shotgun. I'm just gonna get rid of you right away. I should have punctured someone in the meantime, but I guess I can slip. There we go. I see you're stabbing with a stabbing. You're not having a very good day, guy. So you do 10 damage. I was hoping that I'd get another jump kick again, but I guess this works just as well. Ooh, that's actually quite good. So these little cards mean that you need to have a minimum of that amount of combo to do them. And since this does not involve a lot of movement, and movement will actively make you have less combo, then this is actually a pretty good card to have. So 12 and 12. Just get everyone separated. Just separate everyone and not use the correct method to the madness there. I need to be better with that whole thing. But there, I used the knife in advance there. So that makes it all better. 28 damage. Do I have that? Not really. But I have a quick kick, which puts one of them out of place, so we will do that. You go over there. Go over there for now. You're not bleeding, so just take you out in advance. 15 and 14 is 29. I do have that. So might as well use it. Hey, and there's Puncture. So 8 and 16. Yeah. See, when the battles go fast enough, I kind of just want to see the replay, then I could actually see if it looks like an actual fight scene, and I'm always disappointed. It's kind of just the nature of things. Okay, I guess. Alrighty. We have a lot of money. We have a lot of money we need to use. So... Railings. Space Mutiny. Yep. I read what it does, game. That's a lot of shotguns. So the best place I can possibly move is right there. Because it still only does 10 damage. So yeah, let's puncture you. Just to make sure that gets done. We'll go over here. They'll shoot each other. Everyone's shooting everyone. Okie dokie. Yeah, that works out. I forgot that the thing actually hasn't turned to meet me. But, oh well. Can't all be winners. Ugh. Okay. When in doubt, jump kick. Always be jump kicking. At least that will take away some of the damage. Oh. Good thing I had that bleed that I completely forgot about. I'm very good at just forgetting what the hell I'm doing in this game. That's not going to do anything because it involves... You need to not be blocking in order for me to do something. I'm just going to keep walking up to you and punching you, and then you're just going to shoot me back. Okay, and you're gone this turn. Surprised I didn't get more momentum on that one. Probably regret this, but I'm not taking Vault. I should probably get rid of one of the counter cards. I'll get it situated. And since we've been going for about an hour on this test stream, I'll probably end here after this boss fight. And if I don't die, then we can probably continue this run later. And when I feel like coming back on. But so far it's been a pretty decent test stream, so... I mean, all being equal, that's pretty nice. So you're going to auto attack. So I need to have defenses up in advance. Oh, you push too, you jerk. Well, at least I got the puncture on you. I think he hits 2 spaces in front of him, though. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't. I was wrong. I was super wrong. Guess I can do some decent damage to him. And I think you charge. So I don't think this is really going to do anything. Yeah. Oh, no. It actually did do something. You remember how I said I would probably regret not taking Vault? Yeah, I'm kind of facing that right now. Should have done Quick Strike. Yeah, I'll need to use option play for the move. Oh, he did help me move. So that does help. Yeah, and these lousy shield guys don't really take damage from the front, but when you don't have a lot of slips, it is not very helpful. Yeah, and you don't have auto attack, but you do. So, might as well get some use out of it. Really? Why aren't you auto attacking him? Is it just me? You only auto attack me? Yeah. So, we will go to this replay even though it wasn't very good. And just enjoy me taking out this boss here. Just dancing around this table. Just a whole lot of dancing around the table. But yeah, that made some boneheaded moves, unfortunately, which I'm kind of angry at myself for making them, but I mean, mistakes are fun sometimes. But yeah, this might be my favorite roguelite because Slay the Spire tends to be like your run is done. Like, your run is done as if you don't get lucky. and this seems a little bit more tactical. Like, you can get a little bit of a run of bad luck and still be able to manage yourself, at least on this classic mode. At the very beginning, I chose classic mode, and the main thing that does is I'm always guaranteed to have one movement card. So I'm never going to draw dead, which is good. Because if you draw dead and you don't have movement, then the game's not very fun. And I like to always have that ability to at least be able to save myself in a given situation. But let's choose thing. And yeah, this is going to be very helpful when we continue this run, because, like I said, we have a whole lot of momentum. We have a whole lot of action points that we get to use. We haven't really run into a position where, like, we've had less action points than we had cards. So to increase our card draw will only be very helpful. But next we'll be fighting some ninjas and working it that way. But in the meantime, that is really all there is to it. I mean, by and large, the game's super fun. I seem to, I kind of enjoy at least this little bit streaming. Maybe I will go a little bit longer next time. But I will put this up. But my name's Tony. Generally on the thing, it's under Dockwin Wolf on Twitch, and all the whole kit and caboodle. I might just utilize the Fantasy Bookers Gmail. I used to have a wrestling podcast. I probably still will talk wrestling on here. I'll probably also bring back Anime Splaining, an anime review show that we work with someone who really doesn't like anime all that much. So that is a little something to get used to. But in the meantime, other than that, video games, hooray, hooray. Thanks very much.